should states in the South continue to have to pay for the sins of the 50s and 60s and prior to that, when racial discrimination was rampant?
Nobody is seriously complaining today, at least I haven't heard it, that there is systematic efforts on the part of the government in the South to keep people of color from voting.
The Supreme Court recognized that the institutional, systematic, race-based discrimination and disenfranchisement of voters that was the impetus for the Civil Rights Act, or for the Voting Rights Act in 1965, has long ago passed to the dustbin of history.
Anybody who wants to vote can vote, and that's the way it should be.
Within hours of the court's decision, 3 states that had been covered, Texas, Mississippi, and Alabama, ushered in photo ID requirements that had been previously held at bay by the Voting Rights Act.
Immediately following today's ruling, the most controversial of all the Texas laws passed in 2011, voter ID, was given the all clear.
Come on, Texas, what were you doing for 2 whole hours? Did it take you that long to make the call because your hand was shaking too much from the excitement of being able to disenfranchise voters?
But this is a conflict hardly contained to the Lone Star State. Voter suppression battles are brewing all across the country. I talk about them every night. Take a look at this map. I'll do it again. At least 82 restrictive voting bills have been introduced in 31 states. This is not just a Southern problem.
Voter fraud has absolutely nothing to do with the early voting period or the same-day registration option that North Carolina voters are now going to lose. So it's an absolute mess, and it's going to affect African-American voters the worst. 70% of African-American voters in 2012 used the early voting period.
Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg said gutting the law that has helped end voter discrimination is like throwing away your umbrella in a rainstorm because you are not getting wet.